Hey, oi, shalom, 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 shalom. Oi, you know I want to give all honors and praises and glory belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Oi, double honors to the apostle and the Holy Spirit and to the hopeful elect across the globe and to the few, I mean the very, very few brothers and sisters listening and learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because you know we're living in the last days of the last days, right? Oi, it's going to be another lesson. Oi, this lesson, I hope you're edified. It's going to be based on basically programming, neuro-linguistic programming. Who runs it? Military factions, right? It's they want everybody. They want it. Listen, they want everybody programmed. But you know what the beautiful thing is? The brothers that have this truth and sisters were programmed by Yahweh Shai, right? Point blank. Period. As much as they want to create a false narrative, we are programmed by the Messiah. Okay, they're programmed by Satan. When you talk about different programs, MK Ultra, and what's it, beta programming, these are all done through sound waves and radio waves. Okay, and we're going to flow with the spirit. We're going to go to Psalm 64, and I want to talk about the sex kitten program, right? Because you got this image, I'm going to post it up, of Lady Gaga, right? Yeah, Lady Gaga, right? Bending over on this bed with a dog on the bed with leopard type spotted clothing on. Sometimes it's not even leopard, sometimes it's just spotted clothing. These are people that have been programmed to a certain extent. And that represents the occultism. The leopard is leopard printing, right? It represents occultism. So we're going to go to Psalm 64. And I think we should start at verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares. Snare is a trap. Privily they say, who shall see them? So they're laying snares, and they're laying these snares privily. And they think, who shall see them? So who are the people that are doing this? Elitist and basically scientists that deal with neurological scientists. And it also does tie in with who else? What's it? Psychologist? You could say psychologist, and what else? What's the other words? I forgot where it is now. Who's some people you go to when there's a problem? I forgot what the word is now. I forgot what the word is. But psychiatrist. So everybody that's involved in that type of program, the psychiatrist, they relay a message on how to brainwash someone or program someone, and they do this through various different ways. They do it through stimuli, right? Constant stimuli, right? Because the mind has what? Electricity. So they try to use a patterns. That's why they have to have certain sounds around you to try to program you to those sounds. Okay. So this is what they do. They try to program you to sounds and noises. Okay. They try to program you to sounds and noises. Listen, bro, we're going to speak on this, right? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out as well. So they make sure they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. And all that see them shall say, I'm moving too fast. They search for iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them is what? And the heart is deep. So behind this program, remember there's different programs. This program is a program that's based on control. Now, a lot of celebrities, not just celebrities, even your ordinary people, certain colors they wear, certain patterns, white stripes, white, black, red stripes, that's called programming. Are they wearing it because they want to wear? No, they've been sensitized to that color. That's sensitization, which is another form of programming the mind, right? Okay. There's a saying, what the eye see, the mind believe. What the eye see, the mind starts to believe. Right? That's why they need to have certain sounds around you to get you used to them sounds. Triggering. Right? That's why they need to have 10 people coughing around you. About 10 or 20 people coughing around you during the day to get you sensitized to coughing. Okay? Come on now. It's fucking programming, bro. Out of a military playbook. Right? Or should we say CIA playbook? Right? But that stuff ain't gonna work up on the hopeful elect. Okay? So we went to that Babakasha. Yeah, this is very real. Very, very real. And there's levels to it. But all that goes back to Satan. Basically, what he does, he cracks your mind. Yeah, he cracks your mind. He breaks your will. Right? So the will of the people, it gets broken when they try to reframe the mind. Oh, it's very, very real. That's where you get your MK Ultra. Okay. Yeah, another form of it is hypnotism. Oh yeah, hypnotism and all them things there. Okay. That's why certain people, they do stuff and they don't realize that they've done certain stuff. Because it's programming. What's behind it? Oh, technology. Right? They need you to hear certain sounds, certain things to make you feel a certain way. Right? Come on now. Now we're going to go to this. We're going to slow this one down. I want to take my time with this one. So we got 1 Thessalonians. Check this out. 2. And I think we should jump to 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So how are they able to program? It's through Satan and his signs and his lying wonders, HARP, DARPA type programming type thing. Yeah, by technology. Yeah, we already went into scriptures before about Ephesians 2, the prince and power of the air that work through the airwaves that's controlling people's minds and so forth. Now, the people that are, don't get mad, the people that are walking around giving you the illusion that they're controlling you. No, they're not controlling you. They're controlled. No, that's the thing. Hold on. They're controlled. That's what you got to understand. They're not controlling you. That's an illusion. They have to put people around you to make you think that you're not being controlled. Because if you were being controlled, then you wouldn't need that. It's just, that's it. You wouldn't need people to monitor you. So it's a load of rubbish. And yeah, this is sex. It's sex. There's different levels of programming. This is sex programming, which is where they strip away all your ambitions and have you basically on an animal-based level. That's what they're doing. They're having you on an animal type based level, like an animal, right? Impulsive, right? It's a sex kitten program, right? And that's where you get a lot of trafficking as well, right? And they also get you used to the idea of pain. So say you hated pain, they will get you used to pain. See, you hear this individual in the background going, that person's programmed. That person's under MK Ultra, bro. This is what you gotta realize. This ain't normal. This is programming. That behavior ain't normal. It's programming. No, it's based. It could be directed to you to get your attention and react. But when you don't react to it, then it has no power over you. But get back to the topic now. Right? It's called the sex. What's it? The sex. Is it beta? It's a beta programming. Right? So this is different frequencies that they use to program people to their. Now they all got their shades on now. Now they got to put on their shades now, baby. So this is it's programming, and it's all programming, right? And we were all programmed. We all grew up with a level. You need to listen. If you want to get by in society, there's levels of programming. Because if you're unprogrammable, then how are you functioning? But we're under the program of Yahweh. That's why some people get mad at get with the program. Just get with the program. It's programming, bro. right? Look at even your newscasters when you're looking at the people that are presenting you the news. They look like they look like they're under hypnotism, right? Okay. And if they don't bend to that will, they get punished with frequencies. Or they get trauma, something called pain trauma, which they do. Marilyn Monroe, she was subject to that. That's her name. Was it Marilyn? Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. And look what age she died at. They used her, bro. Okay. Now, the people don't want you to know about this, bro. They don't, but we're going to speak the truth. And remember, the enemy can't do anything to you unless the Lord gives him permission. So don't be scared now. All right? It's about control, manipulation. And this is it's a high-level form of witchcraft, because the CIA and the military, they deal with the occult witchcraft, manipulation. Okay, so this is what a lot of people are under. See, that's why you can't take it personal. You look at it, and really you're supposed to laugh it off. You laugh it off and say, well, okay, this person is under this or that. You don't take it personally. Right? But I want to stay on this topic. Oh yeah, the pain. They get you used to pain. So the pain that you once hated, now you love. That's a form of programming. Pain. And what did they introduce? I've studied it. They introduced electric shock. They introduce electric shock. So they shock your body as a form of pain. And after some time, you start to get used to it, and you start to think pain is a good thing when it's not. Okay. This is what they do. But the people that are running this program, Yahushua going to do it. This is why they're panicking so much, because they've been in power for this long. But the Lord's stripping away that power now. You have a few that are awake. Gone. Gone. Yeah, you are gone, Satan. You're done. Right? And your little Jedi mind tricks as well. Right? Bro, I see through all of this rubbish. Gang stalking is just people that are... Gang stalking is people that are under a spell. They're programmed. Stop letting it get all up in your head. Right? And they can also deal with certain things as well. The neuro-linguistic programming is also... So if you have a car, you look at a car... Listen, I've been through the whole lot, so I can speak through this through experience, by the way. So say if you have a car, you're looking at a car from distance, and it looks like this car, it looks like there's a light. It looks like there's some type of light glaring at you through the window. That's just something they've put through the car. That's all that is. That's all that is. It's just something they've placed in the car. Okay, that's all that is. And I see there's so much different levels to this. There's levels. There's levels to this. I don't want to let this lesson too long, because I want to let the scriptures come out. All right, but this is called lying signs and miracles from Satan. Who controls programming? Satan's in control of the program. Right? Satan's in control of the program. So man, they crack your mind, just like with masonry. They crack your mind. So, right? Go and feed the doggy now, so you can bend to their will. I want to say that again. They crack your mind so you can bend to their will. That's how they control celebrities, people, footballers, presenters, TV presenters. You're going to realize most people ain't as free as you think. Right? That's why they're like, get with the program. It's not real. It's not real. It's a presentation. I keep telling you, life is one big... The life that you've been sold is they're selling you what's it? It's a sales pitch. It's one big sales pitch. Life is one big... Listen, life is one big sales pitch, man. That they're selling to you. They're selling to you a sales pitch. All right, this is what you're going to happen. You're going to conform. You're going to conform. You're going to be given certain gifts and so forth by Satan. And when you get to 50, 60 years old, Satan's going to discard of you. Right? Satan's going to discard of you. Then you're going to be doing a lot of evil as well, perpetrating crimes on humanity. So you're going to be a traitor to humanity. Then you're going to get to 50, 60 years old, probably pass on. Or if you do make it to 90, make it to 50, you're like, you know what? Oh my gosh, you've been a perpetrator to mankind. Then you're going to realize you were fooled and so forth. And life was one big sales pitch. That's why the scripture says in John 8:32, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Brothers, sisters, if you have this word and you're obedient to Yahweh, regardless of what anyone may think or do, or your paradigm that they're setting up, you are free. Are you listening? How do we know? Yahweh said it. The Messiah, he says you're free. So don't worry about no fake paradigm that's set up around you at all, right? Don't worry about that. If Yahweh says something, that means it sticks, it holds weight. So who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe the Messiah? Are you going to believe what other people are presenting before you, which is nothing but a sales pitch? Okay. So we're going to go to Romans. We're going to go to, and I want to go to another spot as well. This spot, I don't really like it. I want to go to more a secluded spot. All right. Oh yeah, they can, I forgot the name of it. They use also, they use certain lighting systems like blue, red, green, white lighting systems to try to deceive your mind. I forgot the name of it, but there's all types of things that they use as well. Right? That's called illusions. So they also try to create illusions. Oh, you're going to see some strange things when you wake up to this truth. You're going to see some strange things go on. Right? They do that. They do that as well. Like they got demons all up in their throat. Right? Because they're programmed. Sometimes they start scratching their head. Why? Because they're programmed. Sometimes they do this with their feet because they're programmed. All type weird stuff you're going to see. It's not for everybody else to see. Some things are just for you to see. Right? Come on now. And this is all being done through technology, believe it or not. Why? Because it's part of a system and it's part of the mark of the beast system. And the mark of the beast system is based on programming. That's what they want. They don't want thinkers. They want people that just comply and do as they say. Right? Like, I'm so glad I never knew about all these things, but that's what I'm saying. There's levels you find out more and more. See, you're not supposed to stop learning, bro. Right? You're not supposed to stop learning. And some people, the directed conversation, that's programming. No, when the Lord gives you a spirit, you're free thinking. You're flowing with the spirit. You're not and ahhing. Right? Just like the 60s. The 60s was an experiment. LSD, drugs. That was an experiment, man. That was an experiment. The hippie era. That was an experiment. Well, they experiment on people with LSD and drugs and all that type of stuff. Right? Baba Kishar, what it does to the mind. Techno. You had the techno music. What that does. Right? This is deep stuff. We're going to go to Romans 12. Now, please don't tell me where you would call it MK Ultra, beta sex programming, which forms sex slaves. So the beta sex programming, it forms people that I'm in love with sex. They just, so say if you're very into pornography, you like having sex and getting head and all that, you have a fascination for it, but you know that's not really you. Oh, that's done through programming to get you to like it. Right? That's how it's done. Now, my thing is, I'm going to ask you a question as well. Do you believe in any type of form of programming, whether that's MK Ultra or anything, better programming, sex programming? Do you think that overrides Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai and what he puts in our mind? Do you think that overrides him? No. If you're thinking like that, you do not have faith at all. No. We're going to go to Romans 12, and this proves it. Romans 12. And be not conformed to this world. So we don't want to be conformed to this world. I want to say it again. Be not conformed. to this world. Con means with, formed means under the image. So don't be conformed to the image of this world, baby. Right, this is powerful stuff I'm giving you. Bro, the scriptures, I'm giving you game through the scriptures. I'm giving you a bit of game here, man. If you got your peds and pads, please write this down. Write this thing down, bro. Giving you game for free. I'm not charging you, man. How to maneuver. If you want to maneuver in this society, here it is. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So you don't need to conform, and you can be transformed. Transform is that word in the Greek is metamorphoso. Metamorphoso, like a butterfly. Oh, and this is so fitting because guess another sign of this program is a butterfly. A butterfly is another form of programming. Yeah, beta programming. They have the butterfly symbol. Okay? But we turn into a caterpillar to a butterfly. That's a transforming. What? Metamorphoso. Right? These programs have been there for a long time. It all goes back to ancient Babylon as well. It's idolatry. Right? Butterflies and things like that. That you may prove what is good and acceptable, the perfect, but not the heavenly Father, by the renewing of your mind. So that's transforming by the renewing of your mind. So the scriptures, Paul says, your minds can be renewed. So hold on, when we talk about programming and technology, the scriptures talk about renewing of your mind. Right? So guess what? Yeah, you can do that. How? By the scriptures. That's how you become renewed. Okay? I think you stop giving the enemy too much credit. He can only do what you allow. Even when I've watched a few videos on magic and hypnotism. Now, hypnotism only works if you submit yourself to it. If you close your eyes and you submit yourself to it. That's why most hypnotism, when does it happen? It happens when you're in an unconscious state, when you're sleeping. Most programming happens when you're sleeping. The television is another form of programming. It emits, I think, 32 Hz. It emits 32. 32 is enough, that's enough to program a man's mind. That's why do you think a lot of people say, yeah. That's programming. That's programming. You've been programmed to just say, yeah. Even though I do it sometimes. Sometimes I've got to get out of that habit. Yeah. Very smooth. Right? Because that's programming. Why don't they program you to say no? Huh? Okay. Let me just comply. So you're going to know the truth, and the truth is going to make you free. It's going to make us free. Right? Lord willing, I hope this is really, really helping you. That's why we need to be changed. What should change us? The scriptures, Yahweh Shai. We want him to change us, work upon our minds. We don't want Satan to work upon our minds, because if he does, then you'll be destroyed. So we're reprogramming our minds now. Why do you think I'm out here in a beautiful wilderness, surrounded by all this lovely woodry and all these? It's lovely. Get out here, bro. Get out here into the. I like this. This is more of my setting. This is so much more of my setting. Much more calm. I love it. So get more out in here. Get more in tune with nature. Right? I even heard, listen, the apostles put out a decree. This was a few years ago. Get off the streets and go into the... No, that decree should have been made now. I'm not getting on the elders and all that, because everything's of the Lord anyway. That decree should have been made now. Now. Why was you telling brothers to get off the streets then? No, that was the time to be on the streets. Now you may want to come off the streets for a little while and get on the highways and hedges. Get back into the wilderness. Get back into the park in the wilderness, man. Because you can see what times we're in. See, a lot of men, they lack discernment. I'm not knocking any of the men that taught me, because you give a certain level of honor to the elders. But again, look at the times we're in. Come off the streets for a little while. Get into the wilderness. And it's more of a connection with Yahweh Shai when you're out here. Rather than being on some streets with people that are programmed trying to zap your energy. Right? It all comes down to programming. Okay. So I'm gonna shut off here. And Lord willing, this has been helpful. This has been edifying to anyone that's listening. And these things are real. Very, 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 very real. Okay. And you can't get mad at people that are not in control of their own body, let alone their own mind. Is there technology that can control what people think, what they say? Yes, there is. If they're not protected by the Lord Jehovah, yes, there is. Okay, but how do you fight against that stuff? By staying in the scriptures, man, and by renewing your mind. Did you know you can also renew cells as well? Cells can be renewed as well. You know that, right? By reading a crossword, I need to get myself some crosswords. Get a crossword. That's good for your mind. Crosswords, playing like games that make you think, reading books, doing puzzles. All them things are good for your mind, bro, and it renews cells. One thing there's a discovery as well. When you're not talking, if you ain't got there's goods about being by yourself and not being by yourself, right? The good thing about being by yourself, you're able to grow into yourself, you're able to correct yourself, you're able to know yourself. The bad thing is when you're by yourself, if you're not talking to much people, the brain cells lessen because you're not talking to much people. And we were made to communicate as well. Communication is very, very, very important. The mind needs stimulation, but it needs the right stimulation. Read, go out in nature, study, meditate upon it, do different things to make your mind go. Stay busy. So I'm going to shut off here. And I hope this was edifying. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.